This right here is going to be what you called must-see TV. Carson Wentz, Jalen Hurts, not once, but twice.
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking sixes in the bird gang, that's our life. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, you know we showing up and we gon' fight. You see we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we scream and fly, eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk podcast. And today, we got a lot to talk about. Carson Wentz versus Jalen Hurts. We got Bobby Wagner as a free agent. The Eagles can use some linebackers. A lot to get into, but before we talk about it, help your boy out and hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new, and ding that notification bell so you know when these videos drop.
Keep that roots going, baby!
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Run. Let's see if we can get this to 300 plus likes. Let's start right here with Carson Wentz versus Jalen Hurts. Now, we knew we would see this matchup in 2022. If Carson stayed with the Indianapolis Colts, we would have saw it. We would have went to Indianapolis and played him in his home stadium. Now, we will play him in his new home stadium in Washington, FedEx broken down field, but he also got to come to Philly for a matchup, and that is going to be fantastic. I can't wait to see this matchup. The guy who took your job versus the guy who ran away from the competition. It's as simple as that. Whether you believe Carson could have beat him out or not, whether you believe Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback at this moment in his career or not, he ran away. Now, let me get to Carson Wentz a little bit. When I first heard this trade, I immediately thought this, but then I also did this. I was at work and I was laughing. Now, after 30 to 40 minutes went by, right, people are commenting because I put this on Twitter. I started to think, dang, they keep saying that Washington is a quarterback away. Is this the quarterback that they're missing? I'm not sure. I started to think about all the quarterbacks that the Washington football team, the Washington Commanders, whatever you want to call them, had since that great year from RG3 as a rookie. I started to think, this might be their best one. And I mean, last year, they went in with Ryan Fitzpatrick and Tyler Heineke, whatever his name is. Now, Carson Wentz last year was pretty good. Let's look at what he did. 3,500 yards, 27 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, and a 54.7 QBR. His passer rating was in the 90s, but QBR is a quarterback rating which measures everything from rushing to running to sacks to all that. He had a 54.7. It's 0 to 100, so he was a little bit better than average, but that ranked 9th in the NFL. As you can tell, that's not that bad. 7 interceptions, 27 touchdowns. With Carson Wentz, though, it was the consistency of his play. Some of them wins, some of these games were made very easy with Jonathan Taylor, the number 1 running back in the NFL, at his disposal. But at the end of the day, Phillip Rivers took the Colts to the playoffs. Carson Wentz didn't. He was the scapegoat for a lot, but his play was inconsistent. Beautiful pass, horrible pass, great decision, bad decision. He showed the best and the worst of Carson Wentz in his 1 year in Indianapolis. However, why are they not giving him another year? That makes me think about all the locker room drama that was talked about in the Philly media might be true. Because if you look at this stat line, you probably keep him. But there's some reason why, after giving us a first-round pick, they're going to move him for nowhere near the compensation they gave us. Let's look at the trade details. Colts get the 2022 third-round pick, a 2023 third-round pick that can turn into a second if Carson Wentz plays 70%, and a 2022 second-round pick. The Commanders get Carson Wentz and a 2022 second-round pick from the Colts. So initially, the Colts and the Commanders are going to swap second-round picks for 2022. Carson to the Commanders, and in 2023, the Colts will either get a second or a third of the Commanders, depending on the snaps that Carson Wentz played. Meanwhile, Howie Roseman got the big contract at that time, and Carson Wentz to the Colts for a first-round pick. And wait, no, it was a first-round pick. Wait, was it a first and a third? I'm not sure. It's been a while, but I know the first-round pick was involved. Look, what type of quarterback are they going to get in Washington from Carson Wentz, being Carson Wentz? I don't know. I thought Carson Wentz was going to do good for the Indianapolis Colts, but he ended up not doing good. So we're going to wait and see. But I'm excited for this matchup, Wentz versus Hurts. And we did beat the Washington football team twice last year, and I think we're going to continue to do it. Carson Wentz, have fun in Philly. That's all I want to say. Now, let's go to Bobby Wagner. I want to talk about him, 31 years old, on the market. Now, I know a lot of teams are going to probably look at him because he's still productive. 16 games last year, 170 tackles, 93 solo, 77 assisted, 1 sack, 1 interception, and 3 tackles for a loss. He also has a forced fumble that I did not record on here as well. But at 31, I'm giving him a call. Listen, the Eagles have young linebackers on the roster. We got to get linebackers. I believe Howie Roseman, if one of the linebackers that we talked about, either Nakobe Dean, Devin Lloyd, are on the board, he might do it. I know pass rusher, safety, corner are needed and on his board. Pass rusher is going through his mind as we speak, but we have multiple picks. One might be traded to 2023 to make sure Jalen Hurts is or is not the guy to just have as a precaution, but you still need to invest in defense. Say we go linebacker in the second round with a Christian Harris or a Chad Mumma. At the end of the day, TJ Edwards is young. He played pretty good. Chad Mumma, Christian Harris, Nakobe Dean, Devin Lloyd are young. You would still want to get a guy like Bobby Wagner on your team because he got not 1, not 2, but maybe 3 more good years in him, and he's going to offer so much experience. This guy is a Hall of Famer. I'm not trying to get too old, but a 31-year-old, especially if we inject all this youth on the defensive side like the Cowboys did last year, if we go the defensive route in the draft, a guy like Wagner is key to success for 2022 and beyond. Now, I want to end this real quick talking about Russell Wilson because there are reports that Howie Roseman took a shot at Russell Wilson. So did the Commanders. So Carson Wentz was the Commanders' second option, probably the third option. The Commanders wanted Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, probably even Jimmy G. And they were like, we got to settle with Carson Wentz. He's been their best quarterback in a minute. We're going to see how that unfolds. Now, what does this mean? Howie Roseman said Jalen Hurts is the guy, but he tried to get Russell. This is what Howie Roseman is going to do. He's always going to try to better the quarterback position. And right now, Russell Wilson is better than Jalen Hurts. I think in Howie's mind, this is what he's thinking. We believe in Jalen Hurts' abilities to develop and lead this team to the playoffs again because he already did it in his first year starting. But while believing in him, while saying he's a starter, if we can get better, we can get better. So it's honestly a win-win for Howie. He either gets us a top-notch quarterback or he goes into the 2022 season with a quarterback that he believes in, still got to take steps, but he believes he'll put the work in to do it. That's where Howie is. If he can upgrade, he will. The draft, I can't fully say is an upgrade. That's where I don't know if he's going to pull the trigger in the draft. I don't think so. We will see. Willis, he was falling around. Corral's being talked about by SB Nation, Bleeding Green Nation. But he did try to go after Russell Wilson. That's been reported at the combine. It is what it is. Jalen Hurts is our guy. He got my full support. I would like to go out and get a guy like Bobby Wagner. I can't wait to see this matchup. I can't wait to see what the Washington football content creators say about Carson Wentz after trashing him when he was an Eagle. Again, Carson Wentz, you can get the good Carson Wentz, you can get the bad Carson Wentz. I don't know. But for some reason, wherever this guy goes, problems are found. So have fun, Washington, but get your popcorn ready. Hurts, Wentz. One of these games got to be a primetime game, and hopefully it's the one in Philadelphia. Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section when it comes to Hurts, Wentz, Bobby Wagner, Howie Roseman on Hurts, and Wilson. Just Eagle Nation, y'all heard it. If y'all got this far, you heard what I said, and y'all know how to make the chat fire. If you are new to the channel or you haven't, hit the like button, hit it, subscribe, and ding that notification bell. That's big. Join notification gang. We lit. Big season coming up, and I can't wait for Wentz versus Hurts.